come up and react with me too. If you want to be on the panel, you want to be in the show. But this is how we getting down over here on guns. Oh, dude, cyber toxic calling for that action. Okay. And so the reason I'm reacting to this specifically is because Tom Dog allowed these people to come over and flood his platform. He gave them a whole dedicated show where they came over and flooded his platform. And like the title of the show wasn't even about them, and they showed up, as you will see in the video. And I just thought it was interesting because I was like, I hang around a bunch of white people. I got a bunch of very wealthy white people pouring into me. And, you know, I rocks with white people. Like, it's what it is. Like, I don't look at them as better. I look at them as equals or less than. And this definitely fell into the less than category. Like, the blue light's on, so we're gonna call it what it is. Like, these are white people that I do not want to be around, by and large. Like, I was like, and the thing is, what you will see is they're gonna be on some, oh, we're revolutionaries and we're doing, and I'm like, bro, ain't none of these dudes built for that action. None of these dudes are built like Mike. None of these dudes are built like Snowman. I'm not seeing it. They're not positing any solutions besides just not doing stuff. They're not built like and navigating like the new frontier. Those young men. I'm gonna stop calling them kids. Those are young men. I get it. I'm an OG. Apparently, as of this week, when you start talking to young people about why they suck at life, you an old nigga. So I'm gonna respect the youth and pour into them my way. I'm just gonna be like, these young men are talking about going out and doing food banks and actually fixing stuff. They're not like the catcher community, because I know some of y'all, Nunya, shout out to Nunya and the catchers. You know, they're out there actually doing something. They leave their house. You know, they leave their house, they get their hands dirty, they actually make an impact. And they consistently do these things. But these dudes are on some, I'm not paying taxes, I'm a sovereign citizen. And I know Jeremy's going to get triggered because he likes to talk that talk too. And I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. But the way that these men, because like these dudes ain't getting money either. I can at least say that Jeremy, when he talks his shit, he's at least talking his shit and getting money. Like, he ain't broke. He ain't dusty. He can articulate sentences. He's not built like the post lady. And y'all know which post lady I'm talking about. And so like he can have that conversation. So I can go there with him. I can let that rock out. Even though because he doesn't use it as an excuse for why he sucks in the current system that he's in. And that's really what, when we get to the bottom of it, and it's funny because I say it all the time. And like, one of the things I think is really smart that Anton did, shout out to Anton Daniels, shout out to the bag chasers which I am a bag chaser, fellow bag chaser in the building. But he actually showed on live stream that these dudes are just as disheveled and crazy and stupid as these shiftless niggas that are in the black community. And I thought it was great. I was there for it. I watched every time they're on. I'm going to watch. I'm actually going to invest in a large bag of popcorn because it's that entertaining. It's not anything that I didn't know because I done been around white people my whole life. I understand what happens when white people run out of money, but being able to show the rest of the world and everybody else so that we can get rid of this excuse that white people are so much better than us. Oh, white people is just because they was popped out white. They just got it all together and they know it. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. And Mayo, I understand that perspective. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I'm waiting to see what they do. I'm watching these young men. I am watching them. I stop over there every once in a while. I tap in. I provide context when needed. I give them encouragement. They're going to rock out how they rock out. They're their own individuals. So I understand we can feel however we want to feel. I'm gonna watch it. It's a new thing, and I always watch new things. I mean, the thing is, I don't have an emotional investment in their success or failure. But as men, seeing someone who is at least attempting to get something organized and attempting to mobilize, that are attempting to be men of action, that is a move in the direction that I would like to see all men move in. I would like to see all of you go do my workout that I did this morning. I know most of you wouldn't make it through it, but I'd like to see you do it. I'd like to see you go do a workout this morning and be like, yeah, I went outside, touched some grass, did some workout. My body's fit. And then I'd like to see you cam up with your guns, you know, put the Grecian god bodies out there and navigate the way men are supposed to navigate. That's all I'm asking. That is all I'm asking. I just want you to do what men are supposed to do. And so the men that I see that are attempting to do that, I'm going to rock with and support them, even if I don't agree with them implicitly. And I don't necessarily agree with everything that they have to say. I find it interesting. They definitely give you some stuff to look up, look into. Some topics that, Nanya, you know, I gave you a shout out too, and now you're back. Well, yeah, it's my show now. So thank you for stopping through twice. I appreciate you, Nanya. But you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be stomping on the necks of people who are trying, unless you're talking shit, and these dudes is talking shit. So like we gonna get into it. I'm about to share this screen, and we about to jump into this, so that way we can mine through the bullshit together. Hold up a second. So as we notice, I'm gonna pull this up. I think it actually automatically does it. Yeah, it automatically does it. Okay, so obviously I am already subscribed to Anton Daniel's channel. I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna pull me to the front of the congregation. If you want to, always ready, always want to have the conversation, because I'm not going to say anything that I don't believe that I wouldn't say on your panel or your show. So the topic of the show, I want everyone to take note of the topic of the show. I'm going to read it because it's a little bit small. It says, Black women, single baby mamas are broken and suffering, should be begging for men's forgiveness. That's supposed to be what the show is about, my peoples. And I haven't watched the whole episode, so I don't know if he got to the topic or not. But I know that for over half of it, he was talking to these disheveled white men. So let's go ahead and get started. Like, this is the roller coaster ride. You know, and a couple of the things that like put these dudes on anyone's radar is this dude. His name's Paul Unslaved, and I got some opinions on Paul Unslaved, because I don't believe Paul Unslaved has done a DNA test, because Paul Unslaved looks like an albino nigga. There, I said it. Sorry, Paul. You can be offended, but you look blacker than me without the skin tone, bro. Just saying. So he believes that anyone who pays taxes is a slave and somehow beneath him because he lives in a car with his girlfriend. He gets pulled over and tries to pull his sovereign citizenship bullshit with the police and gets arrested. That's also on video on his page. They also treated him just like a poor white person, which is basically like a black person. And he didn't understand and was confused in his video. I'm not making this up. I watched the video. And I mean, we can pull that video up too. It's over on Anton's channel. He already did all the homework for us, so we don't have to. So he gets all the credit for that. But and Natasha's seen him too, because Natasha's a bag chaser. She said, not even albino, he just seems black. Thank you. I don't understand how ain't nobody talked to him about getting his DNA done, because I'm like, bro, you might have got like dumped off at some poor white people's house so you could be upset, but like, you black as hell without the melanin. Like, you just didn't get the good melanin, and like, you're gonna age and it's gonna be bad. You're gonna age like a moldy sack. Like, I can tell, like, I can look at his skin, like his skin, dude, don't look healthy. Nothing about him looks healthy. But then he's got opinions on that too. And I'm like, how you gonna be built like Tubby Lumpkins telling people what they should or shouldn't be rubbing on their face? But we're gonna get to that in the video. This was the wildest thing. I was like, he is a walking contradiction, because the stuff that he talks about and the opinions he has are basically him shifting the goalpost so that he can sit there and be like, oh, well, I feel some type of way because I'm better than you. Bro, Mayo knows. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, I rock with some of the most outspoken white people. And it's funny because my white friends are exactly like my black friends. They don't all like each other because I'm all over the place. You know, I got Mayo's over here. He's in the corner. And then I got the New Frontier guys. They hate each other, but they both like me. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't understand how these dudes are just out here navigating like this. And, you know, just rocking out. And like, I'm like, other white people don't fuck with these dudes. And I'm sorry. We made it 30 minutes. Okay, I can drop the F-bomb. I'm trying to actually, I'm not trying to do anything right now because like I'm nowhere near monetization. So we're still working on getting the numbers up around here, and we're gonna keep doing that. But until we get closer to that, I ain't really fucking worried about this shit. So, but their whole thing seems like a really weird grift to move the goalposts so that they can create a society where they're on top. And the thing that they don't understand, that's the thing that I tell these woke black people. It doesn't matter if you pivot the society to the rule set that you wanted that would make you the top. You're still a loser. So you would end up at the bottom of that system too. Also, in order to make that shift, you're going to have to get active. And you ain't trying to get active. You guys want to sit at home. You want to be online, begging people for donations. Everybody wants to be a YouTuber. None of you are building anything. None of you have a trade skill. None of you can do anything. You can't put two things together to make your channels better. But you're going to change society to where you're on top. Like if we are ever in a society where just sitting around crying on the internet all day is the superior thing to do, then I'm going to go join whatever team comes to steamroll y'all dumbasses. That's the team I'm going to be on. The one that's stomping on your neck, being like, we need to get these ones up out of here because you serve no purpose. You don't want to be a part of society. And like, this goes back to most of the rants that I have as of lately, because I've really gotten on this kick about, are these things evil? Are they evil? Are these movements evil? Because we already have a society. We already have roads. Paul and his little sovereign citizen dudes that don't want to pay taxes or contribute to any of this. Okay, stop using the roads then. Don't use the fucking roads. I don't understand how you're going to sit there with your big ass lips out, mad all day, yelling on the internet all damn day about how you're not paying taxes and you're not going to contribute to this. And matter of fact, none of us should, but you're on roads in a car that you don't have license because that would make you a slave, but you're going to use the slave roads. You're going to use the slave infrastructure. I bet you're drinking the slave tap water. Y'all don't make no sense whatsoever. You're anti-society. You're not positing anything to make this better. Anything. You have nothing of substance. You want to tie it back to being religious. And this is the reason I'm happy that I'm not religious, honestly. So that I can tell y'all that just miss me with that shit and you suck anyway. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You're trying to tie it back to a Bible that I know better than you do. Anton rolled y'all all on verses because he knows it better than you do. And I don't even, it's not that I don't believe it because the Bible is written on universal truth, but I believe everything that's a universal truth. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to get on my knees and pray to a pretend white man to understand what universal truth is. I don't have to submit myself to a specific imaginary deity to understand that, like, from a historical religious perspective, this story's been told a million times over, and that's the validity in it. Y'all are caught up in the effigies. Y'all are worshiping idols, if you would, which actually in your books is sacrilegious. But I digress. I'm not going to dive into that. I don't need to, because I understand what it says is true from a universal perspective. But these dudes want to like tie it back to the Bible, and they want to get super religious and can't quote shit because they ain't never read it. It's wild to me that these men are so about it. And then they want to shit on black people, which was the reason Anton wanted to have this conversation. And again, I go back. It's never wealthy white people that shit on black people. It's always you poor motherfuckers. Like, that's what it is. Like, I'm just saying, like, they just aren't around you. Wealthy white people aren't around these dudes either. You can tell that they don't have anybody with any money in their circles. But we gonna jump into it. We're gonna jump into it. Okay. Boom. Okay. So let's hold on. Let me check the chat, see what we got going. Oh, dude, hold up. We got to highlight this one from Mayo. He dropped a bomb in there. He said, but separate state from religion. Yes. Bro. Yes, exactly. See, Mayo's got their number already. He's got their number already. Like, other white people already know these dudes are stupid. He already know. He already knows. Nunya, I know you do shit. Nunya be active. She be out here supporting. I would never question your activities, Nunya. You be coming over, you be taking over panels, you be booting people and telling them to shut up. You be falling asleep on karaoke night. I've been hearing about y'all. But let's see what Ton Dog got to say, man. This is gonna be wild. All right, hold on. We're actually gonna just go ahead and do this one from the beginning. Hold up. I gotta get past the teach. And in respect to Ton Dog, since it's his channel, if you a man and you want good skin, get your Teach pack. Hey, that's for my shout out to the dog Anton Daniels with his Teach Henley sponsorship. I love and respect it. Honestly, as a photographer, Anton does have good skin. He got good skin. So like, if he's like, that stuff might work. Like, I don't know. I know that he doesn't have bad skin. Let's go.
That's all right. Y'all can come in here and get this work. Y'all can come in here and get this work too. Shout out to my dog Kojak on the job as usual. What up though? Kojo was in the building. I got a good one for y'all today. You know, the beautiful thing about this whole conversation is that I never know what I'm going to say before I say it, but I know what my sentiment is. And so when we have these conversations, we have it in truth. We have it to help you to understand, and we're going to give you the insight. First, let me ask y'all a question. Which watch do y'all think that I should go with? Pull it up there. I'm strongly considering because, you know, I love the presidential right here. But this is my baby. This is my first one. I was thinking about going with this one right here. My sub. See how beautiful it is? It still looks like it's brand new. It still looks like the very first day that I purchased it.
Bruh. And shout outs to Ton Dog for showing the receipts. I know a bunch of people hate on him for like actually having stuff. Me personally, I don't care about watches. I don't care. My expensive stuff, I call it my grand hand, my Apple Watch Ultra, got that. And I got my Oura Ring. I like tech. I like biohacking tech. That's what I'm into. I like phones. I like technology. I like devices. I'm not a Rolexes don't impress me. I see them regularly. I don't want one. Not really a thing for me. From the investment standpoint, I do understand why you would have a Rolex collection, but I don't like a watch that only tells time. So like it's actually useless for me. Granted, that's where I place value. Like I like cars. I like car parts. I like souping up vehicles. I like those things. Like put your money where it is. Like obviously if I got to a point where I had so much money I couldn't spend it all, you might see your boy with a Rolex. But that means we're doing real good and we've accomplished the goals. So like I guess we'll pray for that I get to a point where I bought everything else I want and I have to get a Rolex. But I do like that he shows receipts. He's regularly showing his watches. He's obviously giving the social proof because the knuckleheads that are going to only respond to that, that's for them. And like he has good information. He might be able to help some of those people. Like hopefully they grow past that. Cause like you come around old reckless Ray Dinero and just show me a Rolex and you ain't worth shit. We're going to have a bad conversation. That's all I'm saying. But obviously people want to listen to people who are going to flex on them all the time. And that's just not me. That's not the conversations I'm trying to have. I don't want people to feel bad for the position they're in, but I will tell them they suck because of the position they're in. I mean, it's just what it is. But I function on net worth. I function on actually building wealth. I function on, talking about things like private banking, stuff that rich people talk about amongst rich people. Like if you're amongst rich people, as they say, if you know, you know. those are the conversations that I want to have. And that's the level that I come at it, which is a very high level, which I understand isn't for everybody, which is why Ton Dog's platform's way bigger than mine. And I'm cool with it. Like, we just starting out is Gucci, and, you know, we're going to keep climbing. We documenting the process because I'm not rich. I'm out here in the mud with y'all. And I'm telling you and showing you the results of the moves that I'm making. So it's a little bit different over here, a little bit different. But, like, hopefully one of these days I get so much money that, oh, Daryl Long in the building. Shout out to Daryl Long. Hopefully one of these days I get so much money that I got to go buy a Rolex. That's where we at with that. Hey, Mr. Youngblood City in the house. Man, Monkey, I don't think it's stupid if that's what you about. Because, like, I guarantee you, once I sell off my Lexus hybrid and get the next car, because, like, my next car I'm going to be working on. And so you're going to see a lot of content of me in that car, a lot of content of me working on that car. I like cars. I'm into cars. I'm actually into getting my hands dirty, like top end of the engine. I like putting stuff in. I like swapping out air intakes. I like upgrades. I like going fast. So those are things where I'll be like, hey, like, I like this. Like, this is what I like to do. I have no problem with people spending money on stuff that they're actually into. Like, I like the people, because, like, Charles, like, you know who actually is into these types of things, like these watches, is Uncle Charles Wallingford. Like, those of you who have come over here and caught Charles on my panels, he's actually into watches. Like, he knows a lot about it, and it's real interesting because he can have an in-depth conversation. Like, I don't know how into watches Ton Dog actually is, but Charles will give him a run for his money because he actually knows the inner workings of why certain watches are more expensive than other watches and can speak to it intelligently. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can respect that. Like, the thing is, the whole social proof aspect of the Black community really, in my opinion, sets a lot of people up to get suckered, because you can go rent these things. You can go borrow these things. You can go, everybody who's tapped into the chat, what is up? Make sure to catch that like button. If it's your first time here, give me a subscribe. I've got the link to the StreamYard if you guys want to come up, pinned to the top of the live chat. So, like, if you drop down that little blue box, I got a link in there if you guys want to come up and rock out with me. But I think that if you're just looking and, like, you're not looking at the back end, and that's one of the other reasons that I like Anton, he shows the back end. Like, he actually has money. Like, he can give you receipts. Like, he can show you how he built his. Oh, dude, you can rent anything, Natasha. You can rent anything. Anything. You can rent it all. I mean, I think some of these YouTubers are renting the girl's hand that comes in to bring in the water, where they're talking about their chick is submissive, but they're online complaining about chicks all the time. I think they're renting those bitches. Like, I think they've rented everything around here, bro. Look, you see, I just got some water. These Black women savages, I hate them. Like, come on, bro. Like, it is wild out here. It is wild. And I got, Natasha Vincent in the chat dropping the StreamYard link as well. I think these dudes is renting everything on YouTube. Like, YouTube is one of the fakest places I've ever seen in my life. It's like high school on steroids. Like, it don't even make sense to me. Like, I don't know. Like, the people are out here having wars, talking about alliances and making teams. We got teams. There's Team Fatty. You got the Toxic Avengers. Like, these motherfuckers are making pretend super groups online. Like, it's wild to me. It's wild. Like, I'm like, I get it. Like, if you rock with people, that's cool. But, like, y'all making battle clans on YouTube and not playing Call of Duty, I don't know, bro. Like, I didn't grow up like that. I didn't. What is up, Cellulite? We just mining out. We talking about to shovel white people first. This ties to the money, though, because they're all so poor. But Anton showed that there's a certain sub-select group of white people. It's the white people that white people don't fuck with. Because, like, I have white people who are on my channel. I got my white people's down in the chats right now. Mayo Monkey's down there kicking it with me right now, heavy. And he called this shit out. He already knew what it was. He was like, yeah, we don't fuck with them. So that's the white man telling you that these are the white people that white people don't mess with. But the difference is you won't see Mayo Monkey. You won't see Angry Snowman. You definitely won't see Mike Rage coming over here trying to make excuses for why these dudes are cornballs and navigating like nut jobs. They don't try to protect the cancer of their culture. Like, and I said this earlier, literally the only thing we got to do as a community is divest ourselves from the cancer of our culture and just let them run their course. Get them up out of here. Let them go to jail forever. Like, we all know the criminal justice system is racist, but I'm telling you this, like, if you are robbing people, if you are taking lives, if you are committing criminal activities, I want you gone. And I want that racist system to put you away for as long as possible. I'm not even sorry for saying that. It's the truth. I want all criminals in jail. I do. I want you away. I want to be in places where it's safe. I want to be in places where people are nice to each other. I went on a walk in my neighborhood this morning. An old white man came out in the middle of my walk to go train and screamed good morning at me across the street. He didn't call the cops. He said good morning. We had a good morning conversation, and then he went about his day and wished me a good day. I wished him a good day. We was off to the races. So when I tell you I don't know where all this race war conversation is coming from, I'm like, bro, like, I don't think you are around people that don't look like you, because I am. I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe it's because I don't. And, you know, Angry Man spoke on this the other day. I was listening. He was over on Israel Mills' channel. And so, like, I catch him over there because him and Izzy are boys. And he was talking about he doesn't feel like he has to dress a certain type of way, which is cool. And then they brought up the along that thought process, it was posed that, like, hey, if a girl dresses up like a hoe, don't we say that what happens to her because of how she was dressed, and like maybe she shouldn't advertise that because we're gonna think that. And he did not understand that's a corollary. And I'm like, whenever these cops are popping off dudes, I don't ever see them popping off dudes that are dressed like me. It's weird. It's super weird. I don't see them just shooting business owners for no reason that are dressed as though they are business owners. That's wild. I don't see people who getting shot that look like bankers. I think they have a specific dress code, and I'm pretty sure it's Angry Man's dress code. I mean, it's a known in the hood that, like, OGs, since everybody is apparently an OG and everybody's affiliated on YouTube, then how come we're not having a conversation about OGs telling people straight up, hey, don't wear that out. You're putting on a uniform. Somebody who's got a different uniform might think you're playing their game. But that's not a conversation we're going to have, because that's a conversation too. But you wonder why these cops keep shooting y'all dumbasses. Okay. I mean, I've had interactions with police officers as well, and every single one of them, I was wearing the uniform. It's a direct corollary. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I haven't seen them shooting dudes, black men in suits. I haven't seen them shooting a black man who's well dressed in a polo that, like, fits him, that doesn't look like it's his uncle's. I'm just saying. We can have the conversation, but you guys don't want to have genuine conversations in those spaces. I get it. You want to be right. That's fine. But I mean, you guys go ahead and dig me up those shootings. I want to see those unarmed black men getting shot. Okay, cool. So we'll wait on that, but pull me up, call me to the front of the congregation. We can have that conversation as soon as that happens, once that starts happening. It's the same premise of when you see these police, which is another conversation you cornballs don't want to have, when they do white people dirty. They're dressed like poor white people. I don't see them shooting white people in suits and polos. I'm just saying, y'all want to disrespect Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, for bringing up and talking about the black male image because it made you feel some type of way. And I'm not saying, and I'm not going to go and say that we should be wearing suits all the time, but you should carry yourself in a certain realm. Like, you can wear clothes that fit. Just saying. You can wear polo shirts. You can dress appropriately. You can dress like you were getting ready to go to 801 Chop House. Matter of fact, some of you guys should probably hang out at 801 Chop House. You'd have better outcomes in your lives if you just hung out in different spaces. Like, we're trying to justify a part of our culture that is cancerous, because the men that took the life of Arena Preston, rest her soul, up in Chicago were not dressed like me. They were dressed like Angry Man. There's a uniform. And unfortunately, the people that wear that uniform are doing some horrible stuff, which he himself has also said. But we want to sit here and act like, oh, well, like we can do this and we can do that. What's going on? Shout out to World Class. Shout out to Cellulites in the building. Shout out to World Class. But we're going to sit here and go back and forth and argue semantics about what people are wearing instead of just navigating to win within the society. It's like, okay. And then wondering why we're having bad outcomes. Okay. Because this conversation and this justification of the cancer of our society, we've been having this conversation for a long time. And unfortunately, the Angry Mans haven't fixed it. The Angry Mans haven't moved the needle. And like, this isn't I don't like Angry Man. It's just a point that he carries, and it's a point that other people carry. Sway's in that same camp. But when we're talking about the way that you're treated and the way that you're perceived in society, and I understand, oh, we want to talk about men aren't judged on how they look. They're judged on how they look when the cops are shooting them. And I will die on that hill, bro. Unless y'all want to show me something different. Trigger Mike is a proud gun carrying black man. He's not getting shot by the cops, and he carries. Are we going to talk about that? Like, do we want to talk about it? Are we going to have this conversation with some level of honesty? And I don't think that they're capable of having it. Okay, I see you back in the back, Mayo Monkey and Angry Snowman. I'm gonna get y'all up. Give me a second. Let me rock out. Let me cook for a minute. Okay. Well, Angry Snowman said he ain't even ready to come up yet. So, just send word when you are, Snowman, and that's when I'll bring y'all up. But we need to have these conversations honestly, because you don't see white people up here trying to defend the fuckery within their community. We're the only ones who do that. Oh, I want to be able to dress this way. Well, I mean, unless you're going to start policing the other people who want to wear your uniform, like, you're going to be perceived a certain way. Men aren't judged by how they look. That is a lie. We are judged from society and other men on how you look. I'll tell you straight up. You roll up on me dressed like Angry Snowman, you might have a problem, bro. You roll up on my circle dressed like Angry Snowman, like, we are going to look at you funny until you've proven yourself out, because you don't fit. Especially in the places that we at. You don't even belong. Like, you might not get in the door. And then you're going to say that's racist. And it's like, no, like, we don't want you in there either. Like, it's such a sad state of affairs where we feel that we've got to defend every single thing. Like, I like some street fashion as well. Like, Angry Man rocks out. He got some dope outfits, but like, you ain't wearing that to the steakhouse, bro. Like, you ain't gonna be in the country club. You're not gonna be at a gala. You're not gonna be at a cocktail party. You're not gonna be at an event that matters. Dress like that. It's just the reality of it. And we're talking about wanting to get into positions of power and wanting to be represented. Then, if those things have set dress codes, you know what else they also don't have? Shootouts in the parking lot. Like, there's just like a bunch of stuff that goes with that that's just not good. And we don't want to say that, hey, this just isn't good. Or, hey, maybe if we're going to be doing business and you're going to be dealing with other businessmen, like, we're going to navigate with the dress and the uniform of businessmen. Not cater it to us so that we can come in looking frumpy and sloppy and with whatever the fuck we want on. Maybe that's not how things work. And until we can get to that point to where we can understand that, like, hey, this isn't good for us as a culture. Like, we do need people who have a positive image, and there's a bunch of different ways you can dress up. Like, I mean, I understand y'all think it's just one way because you're not cultured and you ain't never been nowhere, but you can dress up and be fly in a suit. You can actually dress a suit down. Like, there's different ways to rock a blazer. There's different ways to, aside from just dressing up like, I'm going to the office today, Harold. Like, it's Like, you guys just are making assumptions because you're not a part of the conversation. You're always at the kids' table, so you don't know what goes on at the men's table. But you want to sit here and tell everybody that, like, it's okay, you can just show up to your interview in sweats, smelling like weed, and you're gonna get somewhere. And if you don't, they're racist. Like, no, they just don't want to fuck with you and invite your level of fuckery into their establishments or into their lives. I mean, like, that's just low vibe energy, and we ain't trying to fuck with that. Okay, I'm gonna bring Snowman to the or hold up. Did Snowman say he was ready? Wait a second. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm gonna bring. Okay, so Snowman's not ready yet. He's got responsibilities because we early. Bring Mayo Monkey to the show. He gonna react, mine this out with me. Mayo Monkey, are you defending the white fuckery?
For entertainment purposes only. That's only you.
I love it. It's like,
oh my god. Yeah, they're my favorite idiots to watch on YouTube.
Oh, it does make for good content. Like, I was like, I watched it. I listened to it on my way out this morning when I went on my walk to go work out. And I was listening to it and I was like, I'm going to have to add this to the show now. Like, I was like, this is ridiculous. And you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, these dudes are weird.
Oh, it's the definition of shithouse lawyerry.
Bro. Bro, yes. Okay, so hold on. Let's keep it pushing over here. Hold up. All right, here we go.
Still look like the first day that I purchased it. But I don't think that I'm going to go with the sub today. But let me just put it on just for the sake of conversation. Before we get started, holding these hyenas accountable. Because I've been running into y'all a lot lately. See that? See how beautiful that boy is? Big dog. Big dog.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward.
Before we get started with the show,
let's go here.
That's 120 acres of land right there.
My favorite.
100%. Well, I mean, he buys land too. Like, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like if you're, and that's what I said. I was like, the only way that this would be feasible for me is if I had bought everything else that I wanted, and I was like, I need a tax write-off, because, like, the thing is, since he's using these within his show, it's a write-off. So, like, I mean, I guess if I could write it off, then, like, why not? Right? I don't want to pay any more taxes than I have to. And if I can just show a watch on a stream, you know, that might be a thing. Like, it'd be like, how much taxes do I owe? Rolex, bro. Write it off.
But it's going to be a thing until those 87,000 IRS agents hit. And, that's not really a business use, showing it once on YouTube.
He shows them all the time. He always talking about Rolex. He always talking about his cars, and it holds. It holds. I mean, like, obviously, if you're getting, if Trump can pay $7 or $12 in taxes, bro, the IRS is not coming for Anton.
Yeah, but
there's nothing wrong.
Trump doesn't get a 1099 or a W-4 either.
That's fair. You
know.
Okay. I feel you. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm like, all the tools that are available, we should be using as many of them as possible, because these aren't things that we can't do. They were put into law for a reason.
I know that.
But yeah.
My favorite slogan is "fuck your feelings," because your feelings has no place when we're talking about the truth. And one of the beauties of what it is that we stand for today, or the environment in which we live in today, and being born in a time and living in 2023, is that we're able to lean off of the lessons of yesteryear, and we have the technology to be able to source and pay attention to what happened from the people that came before us, right? So I'll give you an example. I can lean into the data and I can say, well, we know overwhelmingly women are the ones that leave marriages, especially when they have children. They are the ones that choose to leave, and even though it doesn't play out in their best interest, and men are generally held accountable as a result of whatever it is that they do in life.
Shout outs to Jada. I see you. Jada done popped into the chat. Oh my goodness, she done hit him with the likes. Jada's asking if I cut her hair. See, this is the reason when I freaked out over on Izzy's page They don't understand what you be doing to me. You follow me around and harass me. And yes, I did cut your hair off. Not only did I cut your hair off, I threw it in the trash this morning and the trash man took it. It's in the dump, Jada. That hair is gone forever. And you're never going to find it. It's out there with them bodies that the Italians are hiding with Deffenbaugh. Gone. Ain't coming back. No, it'll grow back eventually. And then I'll cut it again. But yeah, like let's so we're minding this house. So actually he did start off with the baby mama stuff and then it went off course. Where's the part where it goes?
Tell me exactly how it is that I should be seeing things differently. You're wrong. So many kids out of wedlock. You know you want to be dominated. You know sort of loyalty. And then I would have to get on their ass. What a fool he was. See some of the behavior, what it is that y'all, when she used to see some of the stuff that these women would say to me, you've basically allowed for kingdoms to fall and you've opened up your legs to the overwhelming majority. I can literally go and get a female schnauzer and they'll have more, honest to God truth. The biggest lie that I see men tell is that they feel like it was worth it because of the kids. Is a lie. If you had to do it all over again, you probably. She said there are people that are married that are in sexless marriages, breaking up and making up, before, bro. Is that my cousin of mine's? Ooh, I rock with you. I rock with you too, fam. Thank you for rocking. But give me your phone number in there.
Oh no, hold up. I saved the wrong video. This ain't even it. See, that's how disheveled I was about this. Like I didn't even say the right video. So now I gotta go back and find it. So we're gonna go back and find it. Hold on, let me pull this down for a second. Oh, Jesus, I almost pulled Mayo down. That was bad. Like I'm rude. I got like a whole ass rude thing going on right now.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good.
Where I
ain't gonna take it personal.
I mean, it would have been an accident. I would have put you right back up. I would have been like, oh no, what did I do to Mayo?
I ain't worried about that shit.
Hold on, where is it? No.
Because I was wondering, how the hell did he wind up talking to a bunch of sovereigns?
So their leader, I guess.
Are they roaming these YouTube plains in herds now?
Yeah.
Live streams?
Well, what happened was one of the. Hold on, where did he go? Because it's not this video, is it? Oh yeah, it is. I was in the right video. Look at me. I was right. Hold up. Let me put it back. Hold up a second. Let me go ahead and blow this back up. So Paul Unslaved has been making some rounds in these YouTube streets. And they're following him. I guess I got my deal backwards here because like okay, here we go. This is it. It's after this guy. My bad. Hold up, let's see what we got.
And I brought them up and then they dipped off. But like I heard the TLA on vacation, my dog.
Let's go. Go.
I had somebody that was in the back chat that wanted to cam up. And I brought them up and then they dipped off. But I'll pin the link to the top of the chat that I just dropped in the description for you guys. For y'all to be able to jump up and come on and have a conversation. Either give me your thoughts or you.
Hey, I'm just going to make an update. I just want everybody to know that this earlier time, YouTube is kicking Rumble's ass and viewers. So those of you over on Rumble might want to share this stream because like YouTube is crushing y'all right now. It's sad. It's real sad.
So you can say, Anton, I agree with you. Shout out to the bag chasers on the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Oh man, I don't want to talk to this guy.
Here we go.
Let's see what we got here. Jack, hilarious. Where's your friend at?
I don't know, brother.
So I will say this: Jack is the only reasonable one out of all of them, and everybody else hates Jack. I just want to preface this. They all shit on Jack. They don't like him. But Jack was the reason that they got to talk to Anton, period. So they'll use Jack, but they be shitting on him over in their own space. So kudos to Jack. I do enjoy Jack's pieces of this.
Tell him to come up here.
We parted ways. I actually don't know how to reach him right now, but
Jack, I know you lying to me, Jack.
Swear.
You know how I know you lying to me, Jack? Because I just seen you up on this panel yesterday.
Probably.
So what do you mean you know how to reach him if you was on his panel yesterday?
You could have seen him on my panel earlier tonight.
I'm not going to y'all panel like that. Somebody sent me a thing, said that he felt a certain type of way about me holding him accountable as a white man. And so I had seen him jump in the back, and I
want to make a couple of points about Jack, and I'll tell you exactly why they don't like Jack, I think. And this is going to be Mayo, I'm going to run this by you, and I want your thoughts on this. Angry, do you want to come up, Snowman? Okay. I'm going to run this by both of you. So here's my breakdown on Jack. I like Jack. I want y'all to notice Jack has a nice haircut. Jack has the good gold chain. Oh shit. I ain't even got my rosary on, bro. How's the Lord going to protect me? Or Santa Muerte in this case. How's Santa Muerte going to protect me if I'm not wearing it around my neck? Good guy. Y'all going to let me do the show without the bling? Lord. Jack's got his necklace on. He got a nice polo. If he gets pulled over by the police, I do not think he's getting shot. I don't think he's going to have a problem with the cops.
No, the police are going to ask him if they've seen Jack. Do I recognize you from a 70s porn?
Hey, bro. That 70s porn look, bro. When I got my hair long, bro, that's how I pick up them chicks. Leave it alone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Snowman, how you doing, man? How are you?
Not bad. You got issues with my hair, sir?
No.
You said he got that white boy got that good hair? What? I got that bad hair?
Hey, bro. No, I didn't realize every time I see you, your hair's different and it's always long as fuck. Like what is going on? You got a whole ass mane going on right now, bro.
I know, right?
You took the hair that I just cut off and added it to your hair.
Well, if you recall, dude, this is me growing it back after 2 years ago when I cut it off, man. My hair was about almost 2 foot long.
Yeah, dude. No, you. I don't know. I think they're gonna have you get out of the car just to look at your hair, bro. They're gonna be like, "Bro, how'd you do that?"
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. If it's a woman, that she will. She'll be like, "Can I feel your hair? What's your hair routine? How do you get them curls like that?"
Right.
Humidity, motherfucker, and Jew hair.
Oh my goodness. Natasha said, wait, Natasha said he just looks and sounds like a manager at a mid-range retail establishment with discount racks at the front of the store. Shout outs to Jack. Yes, I like Jack.
Jack sounds like that overbearing Best Buy fucking assistant store manager. He's not good enough. He wasn't good enough to reach store manager, but they threw him the assistant store manager job as a bone to shut him the fuck up. You know, and now he's got a big head by it. And he thinks he runs shit.
Hey, Jada just gave you a compliment, Snowman. She said, wait a minute, that's Angry Snowman smiling? He's handsome with his smile. Not that he was ugly before or anything. I'm just saying.
Well, thank you.
Snowman out here stealing hearts on the road.
Hey, man, it's what I do. It's right. That white privilege.
Oh, my God. She said Jack looks like Natasha Vincent said Best Buy is perfect. She said Jack belongs at Best Buy in management. Okay, hold on. Let's keep it rolling. See what Jack got to say.
I was gonna pull him up for him to be able to talk to me personally.
Hey, I would love to see that. But here,
Jack, why did you send me an email on this crazy white man?
It wasn't so much about the crazy white man as it was about what I heard you saying.
Okay, what did you hear me say?
A bunch of racist nonsense.
I'm racist?
Stereotype. That's what I was hearing.
Did you? Yo, you know what? I just went over there earlier and I heard him call me a fucking slave.
He calls everyone slaves. Do you
I don't
understand?
fuck. He know that you don't call a black man a slave.
Facts. That's a trigger word. We don't like it. We don't like it. You also can't ask us for free. Look, you can't ask us for free shit either.
What is wrong with referring to black people's ancestors as farm equipment?
No, it's not. It's not that. It's because the issue, the whole issue, and the reason I'm starting the stream off with where I started it is because Paul Unslaved, he's gonna come up. I don't even believe that this dude's white. I think he is black. and I want and look. I'm happy that there's 2 white people on the panel because we're gonna go through some feature sets here. Well, I want y'all to let me know if he's on the y'all's team or not. Because at this rate, if Paul Unslaved is white, I am also white, and somehow am more white than he is. Like I'm a better him.
I think to me, he looks like he's got more Middle Eastern and Greek in him.
Bro, have you seen them lips, bro?
No, I'm on my phone right now, so I can't.
No.
Does he got some buttered biscuits?
Bro, he got all the biscuits, bro. Them biscuits done took all the seats. He at the front of the Black Baptist Church, bro. Like, hold up. I'm gonna pull up a picture real quick of another man who is black and albino. And wait a minute. Okay, hold up. Let me get a picture of him up here. Okay. So this man, I'm gonna share this tab real quick. Right here. This is Brother Ali. Brother Ali is black. He's albino.
He albino.
No, he is. He's albino.
Albino's a whole nother color. It's a whole nother phenotype.
No, and I understand that, but we make them. So he us. Anyways.
Right, man. Are you turning into Jay Prince on me? We make all the races.
Hey, bro. I don't know if I can believe you because you're the white man. But Brother Ali.
How are you gonna trust the white man's DNA test?
Right. How are you gonna trust the white man's logic?
but no, I'm only pulling this up for reference for when Paul Unslaved comes on camera. Because if this man came out of a black person, there's ain't no way that Paul Unslaved ain't come out of a black person. That's all I'm saying. I
feel sorry for that brother, man. It looks like his sibling before him sucked all the melanin out of his mom.
Facts, like every last drop. Like, but no, Brother Ali's dope.
I bet his older brother and sister is black like under your bed.
he said, what is their name? Well, we call them the Darknesses. Like, what the fuck, man? But no. So when Paul Unslaved comes up, I'm gonna keep that page up so that way we can reference this, because Paul Unslaved says that he's on y'all's team, and I don't think he's even being a good representation. So like, that's actually worse.
I don't know. That sounds a little suspect to me, sir.
Hey, bro, he be claiming whiteness.
That sounds suspect, man.
He be claiming it. I'm
gonna have to see his white privilege card and his white what they call that union card. I need to know who his white union rep is.
Shout out to It's Party Lime in the building. Always appreciative when the people from across the pond tap in. No, because the thing is, and like we all know, black people, we claim anyone who fucks with us, basically. Like we let everybody come to the cookout. Y'all don't.
The hell you do?
What are you talking about? Dude, you don't say nice stuff to black people.
Dude, do you know how long it took me to get invited to the fucking cookout? I had to prove that I didn't put fucking raisins in my potato salad, motherfucker.
Okay, so we do a bare minimum check. Okay. But all I'm saying is if Paul Unslaved shows up and he got raisins in his potato salad, y'all ain't letting him into y'all's cookout. That's all I'm saying. Like,
dude, not only that, I had to show that I was skilled at playing spades and dominoes.
We only play 2 games, bro. Like, why is that so hard? We play 2 games and don't put raisins in potato salad. That's 3 things.
Most white people don't know how to play dominoes.
Oh my god. Cyber Toxin said it's pretty hard to prove that you don't put raisins in potato salad when your skin is white. Yo, what's up, Rage?
What's up, Mike Rage?
Building. Hey, I'm gonna put the link. Oh, you already got the link on yours.
Oh, Rage can come over. Oh, Rage can come over to the Guns and Butter stream, but he ignores the fucking the Angry Snowman.
He's on your stream, right? Or he's on one of our streams right now because he's on an adjacent stream. I don't have.
Okay, he's on my stream. All right.
He is on your stream.
All right. I'll take. I take it back. I stand corrected.
Black dots. Click on the blue bar. It's pinned to the top of the chat. I got.
Or if you're in my Black Dots, if you're in my chat, I already got the link already.
He's in my chat. Quit talking to him.
Well, hey, I need y'all to keep quiet about the white people's secret safety signal of raisins in your potato salad.
You're giving too much game right now.
Raisins in your potato salad and mayonnaise on everything.
What's going on, Black Dots? How you doing,
up, Black Dots?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? How's everyone doing?
Black Dots, my guy. What's up, dude?
Oh no,
what's
Black
up, bro?
Dots,
How
are
are
you sure you want? Oh, go ahead and finish.
Snowman, Angry Snowman, how are you? I ain't seen you in a while.
I'm living a dream, brother. You know what it is.
I know what it is.
Hold on, Mike's
Reckless,
busy, but like Mike,
bro.
I'm happy you tapping in, bro. I need to actually get with you, see how you and your family's been doing, man. I've been keeping you guys in the thoughts and prayers. What's going on?
What's up, Reckless? How are you?
The only cracker that he keeps in his thoughts and prayers.
Whatever. I pray for yo ass all the time because you're crazy. I just know that Mayo's going to take care of himself. I got to worry about you.
Fair enough.
But no, I was about to say, I was like, Black Thoughts, I don't know if you won't be over here today. We talking about white fuckery right now.
Listen, man, when you do your streams, I always try to be around.
Yeah, I don't know why you gotta have me on a panel where I gotta defend white people. This is fucked up.
No. You're not gonna have to defend white people. I'm just trying to get people kicked out.
You're going to force me by
I'm
proxy.
petty.
You're forcing me by proxy to defend my people.
No, it's not that. It's just funny. And the reason I'm doing this is because it exposed something that within the black panels that I participate on, everybody thinks that white people are perfect and y'all don't have anything going wrong in your communities at all. And you're still the best at everything in the United States, which is
do you know
true.
why that is though, Reckless?
Because they don't go around white folks.
There you go. But the same thing goes the other way too.
Yeah.
If white people just stay in their corner, they're never going to meet black people that are not degenerates, because the news only presents the degenerates.
Also true. I can rock out with that, but this specific interaction exposed. It like peeled back the carpet, and you got to see some of the ants and roaches scurrying around.
I don't like crocodiles on carpet, man. That's not good.
I don't. He said, Mike said they just haven't been into the backwoods yet. He said, we got backwoods.
That's a fact. Okay. The motherfuckers ain't been to the trailer parks to see what's going on.
Hey, even motherfuckers in the trailer park know what a backwoods is.
Facts. I was like, there's levels. There's levels to that shit. Okay. I'm going to keep it rocking real quick.
All right. Fair enough.
And you let that shit slide, Jack.
Brother, for that.
No. Now I'm your brother. Now I'm your brother, right?
I am that way. Yes, all are my brothers and sisters. I have no issue with color. I am a man of spirit. And this is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what your thought. Jack, it's your opportunity to be able to say what you really want to say, Jack.
I love and admire you, man. But here, I said it in my email, and I know my words, they sometimes people don't.
I just want to say that Jack is wholesome as fuck. I like Jack. Like, I would be friends with Jack. Not gonna lie. Like, he seems very pleasant.
Jack gives me the Fed vibes, man. He glowing.
You think Jack is the feds?
Working for them or informant? Which one?
He glowing like a motherfucker. He glowing 3 different shades of glow.
No, I know, but I'm saying, is he on payroll or is he the informant?
Oh no, he's on payroll. He's got a government credit card with no limit on it and all that shit, dude. He's the reason why our tax.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's y'all are wild. That's terrible. You can't be doing them like that.
Hey, I just call it how I see it,
a
man.
government credit card. I'll take
Hey,
a government
bro,
credit card any day.
He glowing so much. Look, I got a squint and I ain't even high.
Bro. Oh man. Okay. So now I got a second think whether I like Jack or not. Like y'all got me worried now.
Hey, we're warning you.
I mean,
We're
hey,
warning
bro,
you.
Jack ain't emailed me. They don't want to come grift over here because I'll hurt their feelings and give them an address, bro.
Look, dude, you got to look at it like this. You got to remember, anytime a white dude comes on a panel with white fuckery, and a white dude coming on a black panel to expose white fuckery, there's a whole nother hidden agenda to that shit.
Bruh, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. But I'm gonna have the best, and I'm gonna hope for the best.
Hold on. I want to remove Mia Mayo out of that equation though, because we're not the norm.
Hey, own it, man, own it. Just own
Bro, he said just take it, keep it.
Nah, dude, you're revealing too many secrets, motherfucker.
Oh my goodness, y'all are wild. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so back to what Jack's saying.
I get underestimated. I pointed out to you, you were wearing the branding, the hat of Live With No Fear.
This one right here?
Yeah, that's the one you were wearing. Cool. I don't know what the Belinko is. That you too, or is that something else?
Belinko is a guy that has a clothing brand. This is what he sent me.
Hey, beautiful. Whoops. Froze for a second. My trademark is Live Without Fear.
Okay, go ahead.
Saw that connection, and then I saw your sweatshirt said something about trust God, not culture. Follow God, not culture. Something.
This one right here.
Lines. Amen, brother. Beautiful message. Okay. Those two messages are the same things that Paul is talking about on his channel that I'm talking about on mine. We're presenting those in different ways. And brother, this chase.
So now Paul is telling people to live without fear and follow God, not culture, while calling everybody who does anything that he doesn't like a slave.
Told you, Glowy.
No, that's not Paul. Paul's the guy who's coming up that I want y'all to kick out of whiteness, so that way I can officially tell him he's not white. So
they're all glowing.
He said they're all glowing. No, dude. No, Paul is definitely not glowing. I promise you. He dusty as fuck, bro. All right, so hold on. We gotta let Jake land this plane.
This bag chaser thing I heard. I don't know you, and I'm not criticizing, but I know that chasing wealth, that's the wrong direction, man.
It's not.
It's part of life. It's part of life.
It's not. You're wrong, Jack. You're wrong.
I like having air conditioning. I like having the option to have all the air conditioning, and I don't want to walk places with no shoes. And I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, I think that you gotta have money is a tool, and if you don't have that tool, that's like trying to build a house with no hammers.
How you gonna disrespect the motherland like that?
Hey, bro, there's a reason. Hey, listen. However the hell I ended up here, thank you. Because I like air conditioning. I like my car. I like nice cars.
Well, then you better go hug a white supremacist right now.
Hey, bro, whites. Well, that's the funny thing, though, Snowman. White supremacists didn't bring no niggas here. Let's be honest. White supremacists are always
poor. My motherfucking truck, I will fucking stick you in your face, dumb fuck.
Oh, I was like,
fucking. Yo, sorry. No, sorry.
I was like, wait a second, hold up, that just went real left.
I thought you didn't like me. What?
Black Thought's
I
just
was like,
blacked
what
out.
the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I was like, bro, I just don't want to hug a white supremacist, man. Fuck.
Hey, look, dude, and I'm getting tired of this new age push to take everything away from white people, even their supremacy.
Hey, no, supremacy is never taken. It is lost, and that's your own fucking fault.
That's a fact.
It's still implied. That's a fucked up oxymoron, dude.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. That's y'all, dude. Like,
So I want to hear what this guy gonna tell Anton he
Deacon
should be
Dave.
chasing instead.
He trying to wrangle Anton into being a glowy too.
bro.
I want to see what he telling him he should be chasing instead. What? Waiting to go to heaven to get your riches?
If Anton miraculously comes up with if Anton comes up with a new fucking piece of property or a $30,000 motorcycle or some shit just out of the blue, you know he's a glowy now.
Oh my goodness. Yep. I mean, you ain't. He's in the process of buying a piece of property. You can't say that because he's about to have a new piece of property. Like,
y'all sketchy.
Oh my god. Oh, we gonna have to put the tinfoil hats on when Anton come around now.
Maybe.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, Christ saw what Mike TV put out on him. But continue on. I don't want to derail the combo, man.
Okay. No. We're gonna jump back into it. Sorry, I pulled up freaking Instagram. My freaking X is looking tasty, bro. Looks ridiculous.
You're wrong. You could never be more wrong, right? Because what you don't understand, Jack, and I've also explained this multiple different times, is being a bag chaser is not chasing money. It's chasing the best version of yourself, understanding that money comes along with it. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. It just sounds good. It's a good slogan to say. But the reality is that chasing the bag is chasing greatness. Understand that money comes along with it. Greatness comes along with it. Great things come along with it. Becoming the best version of yourself, specifically through God, his righteousness is also being rewarded accordingly. And as a matter of fact, if you look at some of the greatest men in the Bible, they were some of the wealthiest at the time, and God loved them. He adored them. The Bible itself is literally a blueprint for how it is that you're supposed to become successful. Even a whole conversation with regard to the talents. He punished the guy that hid his talent, that had the one talent. And he took it away and he gave it to the dude that had the most talents because he multiplied his bag.
Y'all see Jack sitting here just getting ministered to right now, bro?
Yeah, but the thing is, Anton's version of get the bag is not everybody's version of getting the bag.
100%.
That's correct.
I think, well, the deal is this, though. I mean, there's obviously levels to this, but this is the thing that I'll say is within this panel, at least the conversations that I've seen over on Anton's, like I've been over there for a long time. The conversations that I see over there are never people complaining about poor people specifically, like, oh, your life or whatever, or wherever these people drop off at, because everyone has their own, you got to look at it like everybody has their own kingdom to run. Not every country, not every kingdom does the same thing. Now, when you're building, like for me, for instance, I just give people tools. I'm like, hey, this is the stuff I'm trying. You can try this. It could work. And if it doesn't, you'll see me lose money first. So like, if you're waiting to see me get a result, then like I'm tracking it as it's going. So you can see those things because I'm not at Anton's level yet. I do have aspirations of getting to that level, but I'm not there. Like I'm actually still working. The thing that I see happen in these YouTube spaces is once you have a following the size of an Anton, and I see, and I hate having to continually bring up Angry Man, but like Angry Man, those people are getting paid off this shit. They can't be wrong. They can't be corrected. They would rather sink the whole ship for everyone who's watching them than be wrong. Fortunately, Anton, generally speaking, he don't miss. At least when he's talking about money. I don't agree with him on everything, but like the bag talk stuff on a very surface level, he's not giving game on the YouTube. He does give game in the Patreon on the back end stuff, but like even when it comes to like the wealth stuff, he's not having the conversations that I see people who are in those echelons, the actual conversations that are having. He's not even giving that.
Yo, Reckless, real quick, was that a shot at Angry Man?
No, but but listen, when these people come out here, they're making money here. And look, I'll call it what it is. My business makes more than Angry Man's channel. I own a business with employees. Like I employ people, dude. Like we aren't talking. We're not the same. Like we are not the same. Like there's hierarchies and there's a difference than going, oh, I make a lot of money on a YouTube channel. You ain't employing nobody. You don't have a legitimate business. You are not like me. We are not the same. But the issue is the people that I have to put on airs for are different than a bunch of random people who all have an opinion that want me to act a certain way because I'm in a public sphere. So when I say that these people have an image to, like, if Angry Man actually broke stuff down the way that it is and diverged off of his points and didn't do things that were on his brand, he would lose money. I'm not, and I've said this multiple times. I've said it in the chat with Angry Man on the panel. You cannot expect somebody to fuck up their job when they at work. These dudes are at work.
Well, hold on.
Let's call it what it is.
But even with you running a business, that same thing applies.
It applies.
If you start giving shitty business, guess what? You're losing money.
100%. 100%. But the deal is my business, it actually has a set metric. It's not the court of public opinion to whether when I wire your theater, if it works. It either works or it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not a bunch of people who go, oh, well, we came at you because you were saying this and it made me feel good. And now you're saying something else and it don't make me feel good no more. These men don't pivot. They don't ever change their opinions. Like I don't understand how we're.
But that's majority of humans. To be honest, though, that's a majority of humans. A lot of humans don't pivot.
But there's a difference between not being able to pivot because you're actually hard-headed and not being able to pivot because you get rewarded for keeping the same opinion. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying like that's what it is. If you get paid and you're in the court of public opinion and you get paid for your opinion, you are like a politician. You can't pivot. You can't change. There will be a cost ascribed to it because that is work. You know what I'm saying? Like I
understand what you're saying, but
YouTube space. Like the people who are making money here, if you're making money here, you're making money for a reason. If you start saying stuff that the people who are giving you the money don't like, what do? They stop giving you the money and supporting you. Like I mean, that's the difference between somebody who makes their money in this space and somebody who's trying to sell you something and somebody who, like myself, is just kind of here. Like, I can say whatever the fuck I want. I'm not monetized. Like, unless somebody's hitting the cash app, I don't get shit for this. I enjoy doing it because, for me, it expands my circle. I want to be able to talk to the Angry Snowmans. I want to be able to talk to people like you, Black Thoughts, and I want to be able to connect with people like Mike Rage. That, for me, is worth more than than being able to just sit up here and be like, oh, well, like, this is now my job. Because
I understand that. I understand that completely.
So for me, like, this is a network building thing, not a resource extraction thing, especially since, like, I'm not monetized and it's a smaller channel. Like, we can come over here, we can rock out, but, like, my opinion does change. Like, I've gotten checked and been like, cool, I was wrong. Like, I care more about not being a dumb human than I do about looking right on YouTube in front of a bunch of strangers. Like, because I don't get paid for this. Like, it's not my job. So, like, effectively, if Angry Man, I'm just saying hypothetically, if he came out tomorrow and was like, you know what, we got to protect all black women, and the black woman is queen, and he tried to pivot his fan base to what Daryl Long does, he would get effectively fired. like it just wouldn't translate well. Even if he said I was wrong.
He'd get obliterated. Listen, I've had
that one was a bad example.
It would be a pivot, would it not? If he was like, I feel like I was wrong. I'm pivoting to this. It's polar opposite of what you guys pay to see me doing. you would get fired. Like that'd be like coming to work and be like, I don't want to do my job. I want to do that job over there. And people are like, nah, fam, like we wanted you to do this. That's what I'm saying. Like the bigger your channel is, the more isolated you become because those people came to you for a reason. And if you didn't start it off being like the person who goes, I'm going to pivot if I'm wrong, I'm going to change my opinion based on the facts or the information that I'm given, then you can't not do that. It being on YouTube is exactly like dating a chick. How you start is how you have to finish. He didn't. The only thing that he did was he took the same messaging and the same breakdown and he went, I've spent 3 years dealing with the men. I'm seeing the statistics. The men are doing fine. We're going in on these women now because that's lacking. I want to make families. That's not a pivot.
But wasn't he doing perfumes and clothes and all of that stuff?
Oh, yeah. Before he got into the manosphere space, yes.
So that's a pivot, right?
But he was still doing that within his content. He was still like, hey, like while I'm breaking down these men and telling them they ain't shit, like, hey, here's some things here's a fragrance. You should be looking at these fragrances. This is how you do cologne. I mean, like that was on brand for male improvement. Was it not?
Yeah. Well, listen, you're going to pivot. You're going to pivot over time. And what you have to understand, like, all right, so I've been doing this for what? Almost 15 years now?
Yeah.
You're going to pivot with the time change, but as long as you stay consistent in your message, that's what keeps your followers there.
Yeah.
I mean, because listen, I've had the world turn on me. Like, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I used to have a point where I could jump on a video and have 1,700 people on within minutes. Literally within minutes. And I had the world turn on me not because I pivoted, it's just because my direction stayed the same. It wasn't changing what everybody else was doing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I stay true to my word. I stay true to my word. Being crucified, I don't give a crap. I don't care about money. I don't care about monetization. I don't care about nothing. It's listen, even SPLC, the biggest liberal friggin' news media there is out there couldn't even do a hit piece on me because I'm so consistent.
Right. And I mean, and I feel that, actually I don't feel, I know that a lot of these men in these men's spaces, like they're consistent to the fan base, if that makes any sense. Like,
so the way I see it, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. I'd like to hear your perspective on it.
So the way I see it, right, and this is me because, I am who I am. First of all, right, everyone grows. Well, not everyone, but most smart people grow. And if your fan base can't understand the growth and the pivot, to me, it's fuck them, because you have to do what's best for you ultimately. Now, I understand the monetization part and money and all of that, but ultimately, everyone does some sort of pivot in their life.
There we go. Okay, so
listen, here's a prime example. You want to know
with that pivot, your friends change.
Also true.
There you go.
But listen, this is how I stayed true. Listen, my 3% organization. I know most of you guys don't know much about it, right? So Ray knows the dynamic of how I built everything across this nation and world with 3%ers. Listen, I changed my whole entire game. If people didn't agree with what I was doing, too bad. You want to know what? I actually gained more fan base by calling these motherfuckers out that were in my own organization.
Mm-hmm. And that's called leadership. But what I was going to say was, so Natasha added the context. She said Kevin Samuels was doing the Black Manosphere hierarchy of needs. He started with the presentation, fragrance, style, etc., then moved up to peak performance, long-term marriage with a neo-traditional structure. That was his lane before he started talking to women.
How to hook them, how to cook them.
Yeah. So, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, it's one of those things that I've noticed, and I understand it because for them, this has become a job because this is your source of income, which is cool. Like I rock with that. Like I'm not judging, like get your bag. But when you're sitting out here and you're coming out here and it's just about clout, and it's just about being perceived as right versus actually mining for context to like build yourself, because that's what the manosphere was supposed to be, regardless of which side of it you're on. It's supposed to be coming away from these conversations better. And if you can't have a conversation and actually go, hey, we're locking horns on this, now you need to start figuring out if you're actually right or if you feel like you're right or if you're trying to look like you were right. Because I've seen some people win some arguments that were dead ass wrong. And it's like, cool, you're just going to go live a bad life now, being confidently ignorant and continuing to be a loser. That doesn't benefit you. You got to feel good for a second, and you're gonna tank your whole life. You're gonna take another decade to learn some game that someone tried to pour on you because you couldn't accept the fact that an old nigga is trying to pour into you because you're offended because you feel some type of way because you're online in front of people and you care what these strangers think about you. That's cool. Only thing you're doing is isolating yourself, because then I'm just not gonna fuck with you, and I don't care. I've got the game. You need the game. Who's hurting? Me or you? You're going to live a bad life. I don't care. Like, I don't care if your life's bad. That's not my problem. I get to wake up me tomorrow. You still get to wake up dusty, mad at everybody older than you, thinking that the world is against you specifically, which when I was in my 20s, I felt the same way. Difference was when old heads who had results and money poured into me, I listened. You got to start chunking at that learning curve sometime, because if you hit all those walls by yourself, you ain't never going to make it, especially with what's going on with our economy now. You won't make it.
Oh yeah, good luck.
Shortcuts.
Listen, good luck getting these guys to listen and learn.
Man, the honest thing is though, Black Thoughts, I ain't worried about it. I don't care. That's less competition for me. That's less competition for me. Like all we doing over here is eating. And like the people who have contact with me, like you can ask Snowman. If he calls me up, we talk. We have good conversation. Like I do pour in. I like pouring into the people that I invite in that are in my circle. And it's not even really an invite. Like I'm literally, I function like Trump. If you're nice to me, we are cool. I don't care how anybody else interacts with you. I'm like, if you haven't fucked me over, I don't care. Like I'm going to pour into you, because there's no point in having people in your circle if you can't be of some value. And so I'm always looking for a way to be of some value to the people that interact with me.
Bingo.
That's a fact. I agree with that.
But like these cats that don't want to get poured into me, like I'll get poured into. I'm like, I don't care. We're winning. We are.
Yeah, but look where they are. Look
exactly.
where they are.
Exactly.
You know, most of these people who are trolling, who are talking shit, anything they're doing, or they're not doing anything in life. They're unhappy with their own shortcomings in their own friggin' life, and they have no idea what's going on in the real world. People, like, I've said this time and time again. Look at me. I look like white trash. I'm in a wife beater. I got tattoos everywhere, right? I look like a piece of white trash. I look like a neo-Nazi, right? But I'm probably business-wise, like, I'm in the top %.
Yeah.
I mean, and I only share that with people in my small circle. I only help people in my small circle.
Yeah.
It's all about networking. You got to look at the people around you.
100%. And that's what I'm saying. But like the issue is, like, most people, from what I've seen since I've been in this YouTube space and actually been participating and being out here and being in the front of people, is that most people don't even use this effectively. Like if I came out here and I came at Mike and I wanted to come aggro aggressive and challenge him on everything and have some misconception to make myself look good to get I got you out of Mike, we would not have a relationship. If I did that with Snowman, we would not have a relationship. Mayo, you wouldn't be here. Black Thoughts, you wouldn't be here if I came at you like that. And that's what these people do to try to go, oh, I'm going to go ruffle some feathers to get my numbers up for me. And then you're isolated by yourself as a knucklehead with no opportunity to have anyone pour into you to teach you how to maximize what's going on in the real world because you wanted to look cool on the internet.
But what's I got you? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so you look at me. Yo, I got 3 fucking houses, right?
Yep.
I have 3 fucking houses I paid for, bills for every single fucking house. I do what I want, when I want, buy what I want, when I want. Mind you, I'm frugal and I'm an Italian Jew, so I am cheap, but still, I do very well. And the thing is those people who are coming at you, What are they? They're nothing. All you got to worry about is you and yours and a few people you network with. Listen, don't invite anybody into your life, and this is my advice to everybody, that don't benefit you. And I don't mean it as a user. I mean it, your close friends, the people who are close to you, whether it's advice, whether it's business, whatever it may be. They need to be able to benefit you in every. If you have a friend who is a crackhead who does nothing but bring you down, what the hell's the point of keeping them around?
Yep.
They got to be able to benefit you.
Yeah. Facts.
I know that sounds superficial, but whoever's in your life has to benefit you in one way or another, whether it be with mental stimulation, whether it be with business and finance, whatever it may be, they need to be able to benefit you in one way or another.
Hey, I know it's a stretch. I know it's a stretch, but maybe that crackhead shares his crack with you.
Snowman, I hate you so much. God damn it, dude. What is wrong with you, man?
Now, don't get me wrong. If that crackhead is somehow making you money in some sort of way and benefit you, I ain't saying that it's a bad thing. Okay? I'm just saying. I
didn't say nothing about him making you money. I just said that he maybe, and this is a big stretch, maybe he's sharing his crack.
Listen, they got
if you're a crackhead, then that's benefiting you, right?
Listen, people, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, and I don't care who sees this on the internet. There's two things I hate: liars, thieves, and then there's crackheads, because they're both. That's my philosophy.
Yo, that's a big fact right there.
Crackheads are generally they have lice and they live in houses that are cockroach infested.
Listen, I don't give a shit about nothing. I don't judge nobody. I just hate liars and thieves, and crackheads are both. That's my philosophy. You know, I don't even care if somebody says, yo, I'm an ex-addict, I'm an ex-crackhead. You're always going to be a liar and a thief. I don't trust you. I grew up in a very, very strict Italian household and neighborhood. I don't like liars and thieves.
There you go. There you have it. That's sage advice, actually. So,
absolutely.
You need to remove all liars and thieves and also crackheads. Because they're both. I like that. I'm keeping that one. I'm stealing that.
I use that all the time when people are like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, seriously. Think about your life and it's listen, I fucking hate liars, because once people lie, they got to keep on going with that lie and keep on lying to cover that lie. I hate fucking thieves. You got to work for your money and work for what you have and work for what's yours. I can't stand thieves. You know,
look, man, with crackheads, it only starts out with, I got these cheeseburgers. We know where it ends.
Oh my God. Dude, no, not the cheeseburgers. He said, if your crackhead friend shows up with cheeseburgers, just shut the door, don't open it, and go to bed.
Cheeseburgers, Domino's, whatever.
Oh my God. Y'all ain't right. At all. At all. I don't understand. With friends like these, who needs enemies, right? Okay, hold on.
You know what's funny is in different communities, like, and I mean communities as you know, on Facebook and YouTube and everything. There's different types of communities. There's like, you know, patriotic communities or whatever it may be, farming, agriculture, all these different communities. If you look at them, I swear to God, and I've noticed this, every motherfucker who utilizes social media, like most of them are ex-drug addicts, and I know people are going to crucify me for saying this, but it's the God's honest truth. Like, I can look to the left and this person's cool, and I can look to the right and guarantee he's an ex-drug addict. Like, it seems like no matter what community you venture into, there's an ex-drug addict or someone in rehab or some shit like that. It drives me fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. No, it's wild. It gets wild out here when you actually like break it all the way down. It's like you can see some commonalities where it's like, oh, if you do this, high probability that X, Y, and Z are going to happen. Like, it's just, I don't know. But,
well, I know Snowman's going to bust my balls, but like I said, I have a super hot pepper farm. I sell super hot peppers all over the fucking world, right? Right. All these motherfuckers in the pepper community are friggin' crackheads. Swear to God.
You got a black soul.
Capsaicin, right, which is the chemical inside of super hot pepper, it releases endorphins just like drugs do. So these guys are like, oh, I'm clean, but I'm eating hot peppers. I'm like, yo, you're just fucking taking one foot for another. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, they're trying to blow them O-rings out, man. You can't be eating super hot peppers like
I don't
that.
smoke crack. I just eat hot peppers so I get the same endorphin rush. You know what I'm saying?
Dude. Oh, no. See,
there is nothing enjoyable about eating something so hot that it gives you uncontrollable hiccups for 30 minutes.
Yeah, but if you do it all the time, it's different. Like I have to eat hot peppers all the time.
That's how the crackhead. You know that's how the crackhead started out, right? I ain't doing it all the time.
Next thing you know, people are dragging their couches to Mike's farm and trading for peppers.
You want to know what's funny? Now, listen, and I'm honest with you guys always. Listen, I've sold many and many drugs. I've been at the top of the chain, but I was never a fucking drug addict. I just did it for money, dude. That's how I learned business. Anytime anybody asks me about numbers, I'm like, drug school 101.
Facts.
Yo, you want to know ounces, grams, all that shit? It's like snapping a fucking finger. I can pull it out of my head. It's drug school 101. I'm sorry. That's what makes business.
A lot of us of the Caucasian persuasion, we were well indulged in that whole movement too. The trafficking.
You want to know what's funny? Most blue collar workers who become very successful have all sides of drugs one way or another.
Yeah, they have a way about the streets.
Gotta have some level of awareness, man. That's.
But not all folks are like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Especially when it comes to.
I mean, when I look at it, like I've always thought that since I was growing up, because when I didn't want to take an actual math class my senior year because I was only there for half a day, so I didn't want to take a hard class. So I took an economics class, and one of the dudes that I came up with was in that class, and he sold drugs. And I was like, why are you in this class? And he was like, it's money. And I was like, oh. And he literally took that class to help him be better at his
that's the reason why
venture.
That's the reason why I took accounting in high school.
Yep. Yeah. My wife looks at me like I have 5 heads every time she's pulling out numbers. I'm like, drug school 101. She's like, I was never a drug dealer. I'm like, I'm just telling you. It's that simple.
I've never been one, but you sure would have made a good one.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's hear what Jake got to say.
Did you just call him Django?
Jake. Or I don't even remember this dude's name anymore. I'm just gonna call him Mr. Wholesome.
Yeah, you just throw some ale.
Because money.
Who's in Walmart? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, who is this white? And money is not evil. It's the love of money that makes it bad. And so if you're not getting to the tools that God have provided you with, then you're actually doing God a disservice because you're not actually living up to your potential. If you're not a reflection of what greatness looks like, and if we got to see poor people every single day talking about they preaching the word of God, they're actually doing God a disservice.
Man, he just pulled out some Tupac shit right there.
Bro, it's the truth though. So This is hilarious because honestly, I think these two would make a good show with him just asking Anton stuff and Anton actually just breaking it down for him. I think that would be a really good show that would be helpful. Because I enjoy it, those two talking. Now, when Paul comes on, first of all, now that we have even more white people on the panel, we are taking a vote on if Paul's actually white, because I don't think he's white. I think if Paul's white, then I, by proxy, get to be white, and I know I'm not white. So
you
also,
are the whitest black kid I've ever seen. I'm just saying.
I've mastered the Queen's English.
I'm just saying, Ray, I love you like a brother. I'm just saying.
Hey, like I said, he's just really, really red bone, man. Really, really, really.
He said really, really red bone. Oh my God. Okay. We gotta get to the.
You sold out.
Go ahead, Mayo.
You sold out, man.
Oh my! I done sold it all the way out. That's messed up.
You didn't sell out. I mean,
even your language, dude. Even your language.
You can speak the King's English. You get along with white people, dude. You sold your soul to the fucking proverbial devil.
Yo,
Oh,
Ray, I'm just saying I might be more black than you, bro.
when do I get my Illuminati card, bro? Like, where's my money at?
Never. Never. You're too black for that shit.
Hey, you have to show up with raisins in your potato salad. Then we'll take you back to the secret room.
And you have to eat it and like it.
Yeah.
Oh, do I also have to eat a mayonnaise sandwich? Like,
and like it.
And like
on a lie detector. Hooked up on a lie detector.
This is what
happens. Test.
See, we about to make a 2 white person limit on my panels, bro. Like, this shit's I can't do it, man. Y'all ain't right.
No,
what's up, Reese?
One black person. That's it.
Oh my. All right. Hold on. Let's see where this goes.
So the prosperity gospel.
It's not the prosperity gospel. It's the truth.
Okay. Hey, respect. I have no disagreements in the words you offered just there. Okay, I promote that too. This live without fear is grow into your best self, become your best version. That's why you're here. We're not here to hold ourselves back. We're here to allow the world to experience the best that we can become. And money is a tool. Money is a tool for gathering resources to invest in new opportunities and for
the Bible says that if you don't pass your kids on, if you don't pass your kids on to something, you're actually doing his work a disservice.
I just want to point out one thing real quick, since we're getting closer and closer to Paul coming up. I just want to say, can we look at the difference between Anton's lips and Jake's lips? There's a difference in the lips. I just want to go ahead and plant this seed now before this dude gets on this screen, because he's coming. We're getting close. I can taste it.
If all you leave your children is debt, if you live every single day within debt, you actually living within sin.
Brother.
So how can we not have conversations that's important? Because I think that the church is doing the world a disservice by asking for money from people that don't even have resources, but not giving them anything in order to continue to build themselves up.
I got
practical knowledge that allows for them to be successful.
Oh, go ahead. Shoot.
So no, I believe what he said as far as the church taking money, because church is more corrupt than the government. I'm sorry to say it. I don't care what anybody says. Call me whatever you want. Church is corrupt. But listen, debt creates wealth. And until people understand this, listen, how can I explain this? Debt will always create wealth. You need to create debt to create wealth. People don't understand this. So how can I explain it where people will understand it? Like, I will take out a loan, right? To create debt. Like, so say I buy a house and I'm going to renovate the whole entire thing. I will create debt to create wealth, because I will take that debt from that house, the loan that I took, and I will actually double the equity in that house to build wealth. So debt creates wealth. People in the hood, don't look at me like I have 5 heads. You just haven't figured it out yet. I'm going to tell you, that creates wealth.
Facts. And that's the reason, like, I 100% am with you on that. But the deal is, a lot of people in these spaces don't give real game. That's the other issue.
But they don't understand that assets are garbage. Okay, you want to create assets with passive income. So you want to create debt that is going to give you passive income. Just because you have debt, say you have $500,000 in properties, right? That's your debt, $500,000. Now, if you're making passive income off those properties,